What's your name first and what were your experiences?
Teresa Bickley, and I've got 6 children. So I bottle fed the first 3, I've got twins, and I intended to breastfeed them all. And the first 2 was born a week before Christmas, and I was kind of told, if you don't feed them yourself now, you won't be going home for Christmas. So I was like, I'm going home, so bottle fed them. So that's like completely off. Got to my fourth child, my daughter, and I managed to feed her okay by myself, which I was quite proud of. And then I introduced a bottle because, I don't know, I didn't have the support back then because she's 9, so it was, support network wasn't really happening. So I thought, I'll do bottle because I know how bottles go. And then I've got Tom, who's 6 now, and I fed him myself for 2 years, and really proud of that one. and this one, she's 2.5, and I'm still feeding her at night, which is like a nightmare sometimes. But I enjoy it, and yeah.
So having done bottle and breast, what do you think? I mean, you say you knew the bottles and you knew what you were doing with them, and you know, you do have to be quite an organised person to get everything sorted and know that you've always got a bottle there ready for the feed whenever the feed comes, and all of that sort of thing. How did you? What good things do you know about bottle? Did you find about bottles, and how does it compare then to breastfeeding?
Okay, with bottles, you could give them to somebody else to feed, so you could have a break, and I would probably say that was probably the only real benefit, really, because obviously it's a lot more harder to make bottles up than it is to like feed them yourself. It's there ready on tap, so the only benefit would be that somebody else could take over for a little while.
In terms of, you know, the whole tiredness thing that, you know, you get that with a baby, however you're feeding them, how do you feel you kind of coped with the tiredness, and was there a difference between the bottle fed and the breastfed or not?
Before I had Katie, I would say there wasn't much difference, because the other one that I breastfed, the 6-year-old, he slept through the night, but Katie's a total different kettle of fish. She's the only one out of 6, so I can't complain. So, yeah, she's the only one.
Are you not a sleeper?
No.
No. Do you think sleeping's not for now, is it?
No, she's
too
very
much
my Duracell battery.
What a lovely way of saying it. I've got one like that, one that sleeps. And one that doesn't.
They're made the way they're made, aren't they?
Absolutely. And I tell you, the 9th of April this year was when she slept through the night, and she's slept through the night ever since. She's going to be 2 at the end of August. So what sort of role do you play in the community then in terms of breastfeeding?
I help run a group at the Before 8s in the town centre. So me and another girl, Lisa, help run.
And what do you think is the sort of most useful piece of information that you can give somebody who's considering, you know, breastfeeding once they've got their baby?
To take it day by day, because every day is going to be different. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
What's the difference then? What sorts of differences? Can you explain these things to people, and does it make sense, or do you have to have had a child and know that it's just all up in the air?
I don't think it's something you can explain, but so every day is different with each child anyway, as a rule. So I mean, you're not going to have necessarily a child that's going to sleep, you know, every 4 hours or whatever one day, and then the next day they might be, I'm having a wake time for 5 hours. So it's like every child's different. So,
and basically, just not to stress about it, basically.
Yeah, you can't.
You're probably not doing anything wrong is the big one for me.
Yeah.
I think people tend to doubt themselves and their abilities, especially when they're a bit sleep deprived. And I spent a long time beating myself up about Luke's sleep. I must be doing something wrong, but actually once I accepted that was just the way he was made, things got a lot easier from that point on. Is have faith in yourself. You're probably not doing anything wrong, it's just the way they're made, you know.
I think it helps to hear that somebody else is having the same problems as you. And although every single child is different, the fact that actually there are some common problems is really quite a useful thing to hear, isn't it?